Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to my August TBR video. And welcome back to Prompt to Prompt! Yay! I'm so excited. I am just really feeling Prompt to Prompt at the minute, and if you have no idea what I'm talking about, Prompt to Prompt was a challenge I set myself for the month of April. I weekly vlogged it, so make sure you go check those out if you're interested. It basically means instead of pulling all my prompts for the month in this one video, I basically do it as I read. So I pull a prompt, I read that book for that prompt, I pull a new prompt, I read that book, etc, etc. And I'm usually a sucker for a TBR. I love sticking to TBRs. I love kind of having a little challenge of a little stack of books. I like how it kind of narrows down my TBR ever so slightly. However, in July, I read one book off my TBR, and after that I just wanted to mood read. I wanted to read what I was kind of in the mood for at that specific time. So Prompt to Prompt is the perfect kind of answer to that, because I still get to pull prompts, but I also get to mood read because I pull prompts as I go, so therefore I'm reading the books that are kind of that I'm in the mood for in the moment of putting that prompt. So it's kind of like a win-win situation, and I thought August was going to be the perfect month for it, just to try and hopefully get through some more of my summary books that I have, because we're in the last month of the summer, although sadly I am filming this in a hoodie because it's overcast and raining and not very warm in the UK / where I live at the minute, which is a total sucker. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get a lot of like summary books on my TBR this month to kind of like round out the summer. Fingers crossed. So the way this video is going to go, because I'm not going to be pulling all my prompts in this video, I'm going to pull the first prompt with you guys and give you a selection of books that I could read for that prompt, but not give away the books that I do actually read for that prompt, because they'll be saved for my weekly reading vlogs, which I am doing. I would be doing them for the month of August anyway to document prompt to prompt, but I have given myself the challenge of weekly vlogging my reading up until December. So I started in end of June and I'm gonna hopefully go all the way up until December. So the second half of the year will be fully documented via weekly reading vlogs. Prompt to Prompt is just kind of like a little mini subgenre of that in the month of August. So without further ado, let's kind of hop into the books that I need to read / want to read in the month of August, and then right at the end we'll pull my first prompt for Prompt to Prompt. Yay! So there's one book that I need to read in August, and that is my book club that I've just started going to, my local one, which is so much fun. So this is the first like full month where I've gone to the book club, helped pick a book, and then read the book. And we are reading Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, I want to say is how you pronounce the author's name. This book has been going around on BookTube for ages now, and I'm finally getting around to reading it. Thank you for the book club for pushing me to read it, because I wanted to read it for a while. I really enjoyed Warcross by Mary Lou when that came out, and that's kind of like a video game style book. I also really enjoyed Ready Player One by Ernest Cline when I read that back in 2017, maybe 18. So I really enjoy, I feel like, video game-esque books, and this one obviously is. It's kind of more like a friendship book though, as I'm aware. So it follows two main characters who help develop a video game, and then kind of their friendship progresses from there. I'm not too sure. I want to kind of go into unknown because it is really hyped, so I don't want to get anyone else's kind of opinions or thoughts before I read it for myself. So that is the book that I definitely need to read in August. If I read nothing else, that is the book I need to read, because I would like to discuss it with my book club at the end of the month. So the books I would like to get to are here. I'm not going to be reading all these books, but these are some of like my most priority kind of summary reads I want to get to, plus kind of some books that I recently brought that I would like to get to as well. So I'm not going to tell you anything about them because otherwise I'll be here all day, but I'm going to quickly go through the ones that I would hope I can read some of in the month of August. I want to finally get around to Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, just because I love The Love Hypothesis by her, and I'm just been putting this off because I've heard that you either love it because you love The Love Hypothesis or you hate it because you love The Love Hypothesis. So I just think I need to finally find out the verdict for myself. I then would also love to get to a new release, and that is Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kwong, or R.F. Kwong, the writer of The Poppy War. This is her contemporary kind of satire look on the publishing industry when two friends, I believe, one of them passes away and the other one steals her manuscript. So yeah, very interesting to hear that. This book is an audiobook on Scribd, so if you know Prompt to Prompt, then you know. I'd also love to get to A Cute Romance of X's and O's by Amy Lee. This is the kind of famous book that's going around at the minute, which follows a bookstagrammer kind of romance. Fun. And then I'd love to get to Love Struck by Laura Jane Williams. This is her most recent release. Fingers crossed it's just as good as her first couple of releases. This just kind of screams summer to me because of the cover, but it basically follows a dual kind of timeline, and you follow both timelines when our main character Becca, I said I wasn't going to describe them, but this is a really cool synopsis. The main character Becca decides to get back with her ex, and then also doesn't get back with her ex, and then you follow both timelines. Very, very intriguing. And then a recent book that I've got that I just I love reading Lucy Diamond in the summer. She just has like this summery vibe about her. The latest release I've picked up is The Secret of Happiness, so I'd love to get to this one. 7 X's by Lucy Vine, I'd also love to get to. Another kind of cute fluffy romance, perfect for the summer months. Looking out the window, sun please. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, I would love to get to this month just because it's been on my TBR for a couple of, not even a couple of months, a month or two now, and I just want to know what the hype is about, so I want to read this one. I'd also love to read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. My favourite book of the year is The Dead Romantics, and this is her latest release. I would love to get to it. And then the last book I would kind of want to get to is The Vintage Shop by Libby Page, which is her latest release that's just come out in paperback. So I'm not going to be getting to all those books in the month of August, but I'd like to get to some of them. But the prompt jar kind of has a mind of its own. I just let fate decide what my books are going to be. So I could read none of these and read other books on my TBR, which is absolutely fine because I'd like to get my TBR down. Prompt to Prompt 4 that I did in April massively helped me read from my physical TBR and got my physical TBR down by like 8-9 books. So that is the aim again for this round of Prompt to Prompt. So Prompt to Prompt round 2 is officially about to begin because let's pull our first prompt for Prompt to Prompt. TBR jar is here. Give it a good shake to start off the month. Oh, 1 fell out, 2 fell out, put those back in. Good shake. Wear it around. Let's go for this one. And our first prompt for Prompt to Prompt is favourite colour! Oh, okay. My favourite colour is blue, which is really, really exciting. So, I could read The Vintage Shop by Libby Page. I could read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I could read 7 X's by Lucy Vine. I could kind of stretch it and read Love Struck by Laura Jane Williams. That has a bit of blue on it. I could read X's and O's. His jeans are kind of a blue. And the last one out of the list of books I've just kind of reeled off, I could read Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood because that has a lot of blue on the cover as well. So we have lots of options. Starting next week, I will be reading one of these books to complete the first prompt for Prompt to Prompt. And then once I've read that one, I'll go on to my next book, etc, etc. I absolutely loved doing Prompt to Prompt last time. And with this first prompt pool, I have a good feeling about Prompt to Prompt round 2. So I'll be weekly vlogging the entire process. So if you would like to know the rest of the books I read in the month of August via my TBR jar, aka Prompt to Prompt, then make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those weekly vlogs where you can find out in real time, pretty much a week delayed, what prompts I pull and what books I read for those prompts. Plus all my thoughts and feelings and any other fun activities I get up to during the week because I vlog just my entire life, not just my reading. So I think that's everything I have to say in today's video. Are you excited for Prompt to Prompt round 2? I am so excited and we're off to a good start, fingers crossed. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. I do anything from monthly TBRs, monthly wrap-ups, fun challenge, weekly reading vlogs, and any other bookish content that you can think of. I usually have it on this channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future content. With that being said, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.